Hey there, Durham region. This is Devin with McHale's Painters, your interior repaint experts. In this video, I'm going to show you a little trick called white edging. Cover up those old ugly paint lines without having to paint the whole ceiling. What is white edging? So basically, a lot of times you come into a house or in your own home and you're going to notice up at the wall where the wall meets the ceiling, you're going to see that the previous color, or maybe the color that's on the wall now and you're going to be changing colors, is up on the ceiling a little bit. Which means unless you paint that whole ceiling, then when you come around and you try to cut your nice straight lines, you're going to see that previous color up on the wall. That's not going to be fun. So I have a secret to making this go away without having to paint the whole ceiling. And it's called white edging. I'm going to show you a little quick example of what this previous color looks like, where you see that the wall was cut, but they didn't cover up the previous color. It doesn't look very nice, so I'll show you right now. If we just take a look up at these edges here, you can really see there's a brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up these lines without having to bring my brush up onto the ledge right here. What's going to happen? I bring my brush up onto the ledge right here. You're gonna see flashing. It's going to be too much paint. It's not going to match exactly. When things don't match, especially if the light shines in, it's really going to stand out. So what we want to do is we want to minimize the amount of paint that we're putting onto this ledge. We just want to be covering the edge. Keep in mind, a lot of times you're going to have a darker color up here, and this is white. White doesn't cover great. Sometimes you're going to need 2 coats to cover. So what you do is you dip your paint. Your brush is already going to be primed, so and that means it's got paint in it throughout it already. Knock off the excess paint, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my paintbrush up onto this ledge, and I'm just going to cover the line. See how I'm getting it on the wall? We're not worried about that because when we come around after, we're going to paint it with our brand new color. The key is we're not getting a ton of this white paint on that ledge. If we do, then you're going to be able to see it flashing. It doesn't match perfectly. A really great way to avoid having to paint all of the wall. So I'll just further explain that. In this case, it's actually quite a bit higher up. So I would have to push this up, and see, I'm going to bring that up a few centimeters. Or sorry, about a centimeter or so to cover that, because the previous job was done very poorly. So again, you bring that right up and cover that previous color. As I mentioned before, white going over dark. If it's quite high up, you're probably going to have to come around and do a second coat. Keep in mind, this doesn't take very long because you're not trying to cut anything perfectly. All you have to do is just dip, squish it up, and go. Wherever you've got little dabs, we can just kind of dab those. Not ideal, but it's better than seeing the previous color. And that's how you can avoid painting the whole ceiling if you don't want to. So I hope you got a lot of value out of that. Maybe it might save you some time. You can get away without having to paint your ceilings or your frames. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all of our latest videos.